Like I went through a bit of a phase where I was just addicted to learning and I go in and out of those phases all the time. Podcasts are like my go-to. I was doing a lot of commuting, so I just pick things up, right? Like I can hear something once and just remember weird facts and figures, but you know, I'm on the spectrum. So podcasts for me, definitely, but I've actually just started studying to become a master nutritionist, which is super exciting.
Yeah.
Shameless plug for you.
I know. Well, that's how we met. How did we meet?
Yeah. Oh my God, how random, right?
Yeah.
So I've seen this ad for this newish program because look, it's been on my radar for a while, Dane. Like I've always felt like there's a bit of a knowledge gap and I know a lot about nutrition, but as a PT, and I'm an accredited personal trainer with Loz Active, so like I hold myself to a very high standard and I can't be outside my scope of practice legally. Yeah. You can't as a PT, but even as an accredited PT, there's not many of us. No. Even more so. And I was like, fuck, I really want to do nutrition. And I was looking at going back to uni. I'm like, it's
kind of look, it's why,
Gross.
you know, I think I've spoken to you about it, but it's why we kind of, you know, it's why Vast originally created the program and kind of why, you know, we ended up acquiring the business and integrating our systems and processes into it, because it was like, we actually looked at doing what they did a few, 5-6 years back, because my background's in sports science and nutrition.
Right.
So, I was accredited and insured in both when I was practicing as a PT. So like when people would come in, it was always lifestyle nutrition training, and it was lifestyle nutrition first and foremost, mindset, before we even got into the gym.
100%.
Right? Before we even got into the gym, it's like, Dane, I want you to smash me. Yeah, I will after we've done this.
Yes.
Right? And so I think they kind of saw a gap in the market originally, Vast, where it was the traditional model, 3 or 4 years at uni, $100,000, end-stage disease care, kind of goes against everything that most people getting into personal training or fitness are for. So it's like the nutritionist qualification was built to kind of solve that gap. Yeah. And it was actually built more specifically for PTs that want to optimize body comp, longevity, fat loss, performance, mental acuity, all of it.
Well, and that's why it was appealing to me, because I saw it advertised. I'm like, actually, this looks doable for someone like me, because I run multiple businesses. I'm busy, It's like, how do I fit something like this into my schedule? It's online. And I thought, fuck it, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, book in a call.
So I booked in this call. And it's been scheduled with Lauren.
Yeah.
Didn't know who Lauren was.
Yeah.
I know who she is now.
Yeah.
It's been scheduled with Lauren, and then there's been a change, and then, blah, blah, blah. And then I had this call scheduled with Dean. D-E-A-N, with Dean. So I end up on this call with Dean, right? Yeah. And I'm thinking, and so I'm asking all these questions about this course. And I'm thinking,
and he's just going fucking bang.
Fuck, like, where the hell are they getting their salespeople from? Because these guys are amazing, and I need to know. I need salespeople like this. Like you like, well, I didn't know it was fucking you, did I? Yeah. I'm thinking this Dean guy, like, he's a top-notch fucking sales guy.
And you were giving it to me too. Like, you're asking me all these questions.
I'm annoying.
And I think after about 10 minutes, I'm thinking to myself, like, fuck, this chick is like just trying to fucking give it to me, isn't she?
Yeah.
I'm like, lucky it's me doing it. She would have destroyed one of my other sales agents.
Right? Well, now I know in hindsight. So then
she would have fucking ate them up.
I've signed up to this thing, and then I've got this text back. It's like, also, just letting you know, it's actually Dane. And I'm like, for fuck's sake. And I thought that was fantastic though, because, and it shows me just to step up as a business person, you step in when sometimes and you just do random things, it just shows the strength of your character, because a lot of people would be like, oh no, fuck, I'm not doing that. I'm going to delegate the fuck out of that. And it's like, sometimes you just get in there.
That's what I tell people, I think people sometimes confuse CEO with, I'm the chief executive officer of delegating, right? And it's like
CEOD.
Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you need to, if there are certain tasks and things in your agenda, then you shouldn't do them. But for me, I think if it's a founder-led business where you've gone and created the business, generally speaking, one thing is you're the person who at some point created the product, the brand, embody it in your heart, all that type of stuff.
Part of you's in it.
Yeah. So for me, sales and kind of being able to connect, I'll still do it a few times a week. I'll jump in on calls just to kind of meet the people that are coming through the challenges, because ultimately at the end of the day, when you're speaking on the front lines, you can actually pick up stuff that might not sometimes get back through to you through the channel, especially as you grow and you've got a bigger team in business. So for me, I find it a really good kind of thing to do, just a business hack that I do where I can kind of get on the ground feedback. I can find out the pain points of the consumers. I can, kind of reinforce that we've got the problem to solve that, but then also give that kind of feedback back to the guys. And, I think, it was quite interesting doing your call, because I was like, far out, this chick knows her stuff. There would have been a few in our team that could handle it, but I think he would have, eaten a few up and spat them out.
Oh yeah, and look, I can be a bit of an asshole sometimes, but the reality is, it's just I question everything.
Yeah.
And fist pump to that, man, because you're a brother to another mother. Like, I go in and I go to my mobility store a couple of times a week, and I just sit there and for exactly the reasons that you said, which is why I was doing 120 hours a week at the gym. Like it's getting in there and learning those things, because when you're on the front line, 100% nail on the head, like, it doesn't always translate back to you. And when you're there in the moment and you're dealing with the challenges that somebody has or the questions, it actually helps you reformulate things in your head and go, fuck, okay, like, there's a new way to do that. And then you can actually enhance and take that feedback straight to the top and go, okay, like, we're going to change the system or amend something here. And I think that is such an important part of business. And I think a lot of people, when they go, I'm going to start a business, what it's like. In fact, all they think about is their colour scheme and their business card and their logo.
Yeah.
They don't think about any of this shit. And they think they can step out of everything as a CEO and just delegate the fuck out of things. And at the end of the day, like, it's still part of you.
Yeah.
Like, you are impregnated, for lack of a better word, in that business. And it is a part of your heart, your soul, your passion, your mission. And it's a reflection of you. And you take shit personally.
And it's why, like, in a lot of businesses, when they get sold, as you know, kind of going through it with your other one, like, the founder or the CEO will stay on in a transitionary period with the new owners, because, like, they know that. They know they need to extract that out. They know that there's a unique kind of special sauce in that founder's brain that's not going to be in any manual.
100%. And I think going through this as a business person for the first time, it's going to be interesting to see what that's like. I have all intentions of staying on, and you're right. I think it's that secret sauce when you've worked somewhere for so long and you've created it from nothing. There's a big part of you that sits in that business. And I think as a consultant to whoever buys, however it works out in the end, I think just realising that that's just what it takes is important. And I think when people start a business, they never think about their exit strategy.
No.
As well. And I think even as a personal trainer,
when I started,
we never do.
No, it wasn't about that.
But you've got to have like legacy plans. Like, what is this? Like, DeMartini talks about having you've got to think about what your vision is, and if you have a mission as big as your country, you need a vision as big as the world. And it's like, you have to have a vision beyond your natural life.
Yeah.
What is this? And I love that you've done that with Clean Health and, all of the amazing and the little cool surprises that are coming up, because you've seen that and you've taken that and gone, okay, this is a thing that I created, but now it's this thing. And it can serve people on all these levels, and like what you've done on a different scale to me, but it's like, okay, we've got this piece of the puzzle and this piece of the puzzle and this piece of the puzzle. We need all those pieces to come together to form the picture that will be the mission that serves people for beyond your natural life.